everyone, I'm Ms.Scarlet or Ms.Scarlet in the study, and welcome to another episode of Blinded by Nostalgia.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Reader Rabbit's second grade.
Hello everyone, welcome back.
This is a good song. Hey, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It means a Buck to Extreme.
Hello, everyone, especially my 22 subscribers. So the setup is a little different today. I'm trying to just get away from my desk, especially for series that aren't quite focused on a PC game. So I might do this for like mobile games. Definitely gonna try this for this series. I might do it in other spaces. Part of it might be outside. Sorry, I don't want the mic to like rub against my shirt. Yes, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and make it look and sound as presentable as possible. Today, we are starting the very first YouTubers Unite video. And given that we have just brought in a new year, a new decade, I've decided that today is going to be about nostalgia. I have such a love-hate relationship with nostalgia in myself. I think that our society has unfortunately cultivated this idea of like nostalgia, where we have this idea of like this perfect past or how things were always so much better before, and that's like not completely true. I will say that there are probably areas where things were better in the past that we've sort of either diverted from or have gotten, you know, things that have gotten downhill. But on the whole, like, I like progression. And I feel like we can't create a better tomorrow if we're always complaining about how today sucks and how the past was better. But that being said, I do know that nostalgia has its place in the world. And I feel like these 5 YouTubers that I found also understand that. First, this list is in no particular order. It's not like my most favorite to my least favorite. It's not best quality to worst quality. It is literally just the order that I put them in my phone when I was writing it all down. So first up on our list, boom, first, is Nina something. I always mess up her last name. I think it's like Nina Kaz something. Sorry, Nina. Love you, girl. But her YouTube title is Ms.Scarlet in the Study, which is amazing. Like, that name in and of itself has so much nostalgia in it.
I was terrified of this movie as a child, but I still loved it. I felt like a cool kid watching a scary movie at age 8. So if you are equally terrified by this movie or you have a special place in your heart for it, we're gonna get into the review and I will let you know if you and I are blinded by nostalgia.
So yes, Nina is on here. 1, because her name is just awesome and like full of nostalgia, but 2, she actually has a series on her channel called Blinded by Nostalgia. And this is what pulls her into this list. She looks at things from the past and gives a completely objective view on them. I shouldn't say a completely objective view. She's aware that she has her own bias, but for the most part, she tries to look at things objectively. She looks to see if things have aged well, or whether or not, you know, you look at it and you're just completely blinded by nostalgia. You think that it's the most amazing thing in the world when in fact it would not have the same effect on you today or on, you know, the cultural zeitgeist. This series is just amazing in that caliber because some things really do age well and hold up and some things don't at all. And it's nice to see somebody take that sort of objective view, like I was saying before, that yeah, we can appreciate where things are held in our hearts and also understand that the past is not always the most amazing time. Number 2 on this list is Duckbag. I believe his real name is Cody. So Cody, I actually found him, he mostly focuses on one particular game from my childhood that just was too much for me to handle when I saw. He mostly focuses on Roller Coaster Tycoon. Now, he does have a couple other games on his channel, but that is pretty much his focus.
Well, I want to build a coaster out here. How about that? Guess what, Llama Cycle? Giga coaster for you, Llama Cycle. For you. Let's do it.
Roller Coaster Tycoon was my jam before my parents realized that my sister and I liked video games, we pretty much had like 2 or 3 PC games, and I specifically remember The Sims because my sister would never let me play it. Like, she flexed so hard that that game was for teenagers, and I was just a little kid. But the game that I was totally allowed to play was Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I played that game hard. I thought that I could be like the world's best amusement park architect or something. And this dude legitimately is the best. I loved watching some of his videos because he really just kind of gets into it. And he sort of is like moving towards streaming, which totally respect, love it. He's very interactive with his community, even though his community is kind of small. And you can kind of see that he still feels a little uncomfortable with things at times, or just has some sort of like self-judgment. But as soon as the videos are like started and he starts playing the game, he is just having a ball, which is great. You can definitely tell that he's on his way to something. He just needs to find like he needs to find his audience. And I think that a lot of people would like to subscribe to him and would like to see the stuff that he does because he just has a lot of fun. Number 3 on this list, I'm gonna get this name wrong. Coreyton?
Yippee! Yippee!
Now, maybe not on this level, but in some of the levels, I'm probably going to demonstrate my wonderful and well-earned education by missing words or possibly even grabbing the wrong one. So we'll just see exactly how smart I am.
So what sets Corey apart on this list is that I don't even think Corey is his real name. What makes him different is that he has commentary on old nostalgia games, but the commentary isn't just entertainment based. His commentary is about the build, the design. Sort of like Ms.Scarlet in the study, he talks about whether or not it was on par for its time. He looks at, was this relevant for the time? Here's how this was designed. Here's the structure that this has. And it's not all, you know, like coding and whatever. He talks about just the intricacies of the actual game design and build, which are things that I didn't even notice as a kid. I heavily recommend checking him out. It's like watching a director's commentary. Number 4 on this list, Spyro Jonathan. So from his name, obviously, just like Ms.Scarlet in the study, it has an instant nostalgia name. Spyro, as soon as my parents found out that I liked video games, got me a PS2. First games that I got with it was Jak and Dexter and Spyro.
No. Okay, I'm going a bit too fast here. I shouldn't try to speedrun this. This is meant to be, you know, just fun. But, you know, it kind of is fun to go fast.
So the reason Jonathan's on this list is not just his love for Spyro. It is actually the fact that he plays both OG and reboot games. So I don't know if a lot of people know, but like Sonic, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, all of these games that were really popular when I was a kid in like the 90s and early 2000s have been rebooted. To my knowledge, have essentially like similar or the same storylines, just the graphics have been updated, the designs have been updated, new elements to the story have been added. And he plays both of those side by side. I think it's so cool that he can appreciate both the original and the newly reinvented and still like and encourage the gameplay of both. Taking the best of both worlds to appreciate the old and appreciate the new, and just has a ball with it. Other thing that sets him apart is he is almost exclusively a streamer. I don't actually think that I've seen a video yet that's just a straight up video on his channel. I think for the most part, it's recordings of streams that he's done. So the 5th and final YouTuber of the nostalgia episode is Gino Tan. And I found him, I think it was like the Learning Company games. And it completely reminded me that the Learning Company was part of another video game series that I thoroughly enjoyed, and that was the Clue Finders.
What have we here? Well done, my minions! You have returned with the ring!
What sets him apart is that he has no commentary. For some people, that's boring. Normally, I don't like just watching a video game playthrough. I want to be entertained while I'm watching it. I want to have someone's, reactions to the game, their thoughts, things that I can agree with, things I can disagree with. But nostalgia games are typically games that you've played multiple times. You know inside and out. You can do blindfolded with your hands tied behind your back. And obviously a lot of these nostalgia games, especially for people about my age, they're kid-ish games. Like the Learning Company games, Clue Finder. I could probably get through just about any Clue Finder game. Sorry guys, my camera just died. How about that? Well, at least we're on the last one. So, like I was saying, what makes Gino's stuff interesting is that obviously these games are very simple to get through. So playing them without commentary, it runs like a movie. And I myself know that I thoroughly enjoy, turning on Scooby-Doo and Zombie Isle, or Tom and Jerry, or Sponge, or whatever from my childhood, that I just can sit down and watch, and I don't have to think too much about it. I can just enjoy it for what it is. If you watch a child's video game playthrough, it is the same thing. Like, I was watching his Clue Finder stuff. It was a movie that had sort of not movie parts, but it played like a movie. That's all I can say, is that it's literally like if they took, and I mean they do this all the time, they take video games and turn them into movies. This was just that, except there was nothing done to the storyline. Bravo, that's so super cool, and it's definitely things that I'm going to partake in watching more of. And he has it for Clue Finders, Freddy Fish, a bunch of stuff. So check it out. Check all of these people out. All of their links are in the description below. I'm going to try, if the YouTube gods let me, to link their videos in the cards. So if there were cards in that corner of the screen, if there were cards somewhere on your screen, hopefully they're links to the videos that I had clips from. Check them out. Check them all out. But before you do that, go ahead and leave a like on this video. By leaving a like, you're letting me know that you want to see more of this, and that you appreciate sort of being able to see these other YouTubers collected like that. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you went and saw any of them. If you already subscribed to any of them, leave me a comment if you're a small YouTuber that does nostalgia. Let me know if you want to see another nostalgia collection. Maybe I'll have a part 2 to this. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new and just haven't subscribed yet. Once again, I'm so sorry that my camera died, and so I have like this weird glare on me now. And yeah, I hope it all edits well. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!